I could just feel like my body didn't want it to have more treatment, as I am in general, as some of you may know, not the biggest fan of chemo, and I could really feel what it had done to me this time. So I said no to it for now, and then I became really focused on what I felt was true for me in that moment, which was some other types of functional medicine and treatments. And I have been doing so much, and yet the past nights I have been feeling these symptoms, and I'm not sure what it is yet and if it's something, but just the thought of coming back to being sick again and having to do it all over again made me so afraid. And it also brought a lot of realizations, and which is something that I felt like sharing, because basically I don't really know why I'm sharing this, or it's not like I have a plan with it or anything, but I felt in the morning a very deep call to come on here and express myself. Because in the morning when I woke up, I had a very big cry, but also deep meditation, and I was basically having a conversation with God, because I was asking, why do I keep being sick? Like, there must be something that I do wrong. And I also had a very beautiful conversation with a woman yesterday who's also a doctor, but also a very spiritual woman, and who really, I feel, sees me. And she told me, like, you are trying to plan it all, honey. You're trying to micromanage your life, your healing, instead of surrendering. And it is so true, and there's so many layers to it, but I want to try to express to you like how it has been very, very difficult for me to surrender, to fully surrender, because I have been so afraid that if I surrender, then if I let go, and if I'm just present in the moment, if I don't micromanage the next step I'm gonna take, if I'm not analyzing and figuring out what I'm gonna do, if I'm not planning my future, then subconsciously I have been afraid that I will die. And it hasn't been easier, right? Because just leaning into the unknown and just really trusting that God has my back is a very difficult, at least for me, task when cancer is also blowing you in the neck. But at the same time, even more important, because what I really realize now is that I am constantly going out in the future and trying to plan, trying to figure it out, instead of being right here, figuring out what is actually true for me right now in this moment, and trusting that. Oh my Lord, it has been so difficult for me to trust that. So this morning, I just got a message from the Creator or God or whatever you want to call it, that told me that I need to stop focusing on healing and start creating.